Hi everyone, we are back here, Nelson and Mary. We are here to inspire you and encourage you to start your own online business journey.
Hi everyone again. In fact, we are from Adelaide, from South Australia, and it's just getting cold each day. We've hit 3 degrees, I think, continuously for the past 2 or 3 nights. But of course, we're staying warm because the fireplace is on. And we just wanted to shoot this video today. We just wanted to thank you all because we got to know that a lot of people are watching our videos and our posts that are coming up, especially at our social gatherings when we meet up. You know, some unknown people have also come and met us. Ayol, the couple that actually speaks on the Facebook, it's very inspiring. The reason is because there are times they're going through some hard time. They're feeling very low. When they see our posts on scriptures or when they've heard our talks, they felt really good and they got inspired. I said, "Wow!" I said, "That's the success for us. If we've been able to touch people's lives and some way we can add value, I think that's what we are looking for. Especially, we're encouraging people to start an online journey. The reason because we belong to a community of people who have no titles, but we're bound with a common desire and a dream and a purpose for freedom, purpose to make our life more meaningful, without titles. So in the social gathering, people do come and ask us questions about the business. Unfortunately, we don't encourage at that point in time because we also come there to party, to dance, to have fun. So we don't like to mix business and social life. That's why we use this platform. This is our business page to answer common questions that have come up.
So if anybody has a question, you can write it in the comments and we'll find some time or a day to answer them. Yeah, and we also want to thank all those who have liked our videos and expressed their like and love. And we thank you for that. And it encourages us, it motivates us, and it keeps us going. Thank you very much.
So today's question, most common question that we came across when we were at the social gathering is that, is this business real? Okay, so definitely, when we started way back in 2019, we also felt the same. Is this business real? But I would like to explain to you all with a small little story. You know, there were a bunch of frogs in the well, talking to each other and saying that, wow, we've been in this well for almost all our life. Our ancestors have actually, lived in this well. They've grown in this well, and they've died in this well, and that's how it's going to be. We're also going to grow and then live our life, and we're going to die. And they were happy about it, and they thought the well is their world. And all of a sudden, they heard another voice, a strange voice, saying that, I was once among y'all, but somebody came and helped me out to see the world outside, which is much bigger than the well inside. And I took that leap of faith. And they said, who's this? Because it's a stranger. And they looked up and they saw another frog right on the top of the well. And that frog explained to them, says, yes, there's a world outside here. You need to come and explore. The world is so big. There's so much to learn. There's so much to see, so much to grow, so much to give to others and help others grow. You must come and see. So all of them were confused, and most of them were scared. Other than the well they were living in, they had not seen any other world outside. How could they take that risk? But out of all the frogs, there was one frog. He said, I've lived my life here enough. I've tasted enough. I've done enough. I want to do something more. I want to do something different. And he took that leap of faith and jumped out of the well to go with that frog and see what the world was all about. But all of the frogs were very scared. They said, wondering, what happened to this frog now? Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. No news about this frog. And they thought he had died or something had happened to him, never returned. Suddenly, they heard a familiar voice saying that, hey, dear friends, watch out. What that frog said was true. I am here, your friend. Come and see. The world is truly big. There's so much to learn, so much to see, so much to give to the world, so much to learn, and so much to grow. All of the frogs were shocked. They said, oh, you've come back. Is it really true? And all of them came out and they saw the world is beautiful. There are challenges, but those challenges only made the other frog stronger and grow further. That's all we can tell you.
And yeah, and I can relate to this story because, as you all know, I'm a dentist and I studied dentistry for nearly 5 years. And then I was working in an institution another 3 years, and then I started my own clinic. And for so many years, I have only been a dentist, and I knew nothing other than dentistry, my computer knowledge was very, very minimum. And when Nelson came with the idea, of joining this online business, I was very scared, very skeptical, because I didn't have any confidence to enter the online world. For so many years after being a dentist, I was like the frog in the well, and that was my world. I couldn't see anything beyond that. And he was so excited about the business, and I mean, the way he was excited, I was equally scared. And it took for me some time even to accept the fact that I mean, there is an opportunity outside there. And under a lot of pressure, he kept on, like he was persisting me to watch the webinar. And under all that pressure, I watched, and it took some time for me to even accept that, okay, we can do this, and we can start our online journeys. So I can relate to that story, and I know, like me, there will be many others out there who have studied something and were successful in that field, and are too scared to venture and see something else. So there'll be many, and we can relate to that story. And I encourage you all, if you all still think that you want to do something else, watch the webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, just as Mary said, when we came to Australia from India, we came from that place to this place, and as we explained in the previous videos, even though we were well qualified in our own respective fields, none of the, I mean, our qualifications were not enough to start in our own profession. So it's like, because we were living only in that well, and we didn't know what else to do. But the thing is that our minds were open to learn something new, right? So, but then we couldn't spend another 10 years, like like students going back to university, sitting back and reading books, getting a graduation degree, and starting all over again. Because we have children are growing. By the time we finish, I think our children will be the university. They will start working. So we had to do something really smart, efficient, and it's a quick start. And we were open mainly for businesses. That's when this came up. And there are different examples as well for people in the well. For example, see, now I'm working full time, but I'm sure many of them are also working. Probably you're looking for promotion because you want the pay hike, right? Probably that is a well that you all are living in. Probably you're not getting a promotion and somebody else is getting promoted, and you're getting angry because you have more talent, you're more qualified for that, but for some reason somebody else is getting promoted, and you're losing that patience, losing that tolerance level. Why should you? Probably that person, the other person who's got promoted, fits the bill. So just be happy about it. Cheer them for what they're doing. Your main problem or challenge is that probably you don't have that extra income. You need that. So there are other ways to earn it. You like the job what you're doing. So give your 100% in what you're doing. Love the job what you're doing, and look out for other ways of earning. It could be part-time job that you all can take. But if you don't have the time to go and spend more time in a part-time job, look out for some online opportunities like I'm doing right now, because I know to run a family in Australia it's very expensive with 4 children, and to meet the expenses, I need the that extra income. So, but I love my job, what I'm doing, because that's what I've done all my life into as a broker into insurance, investment, and lending. So I love it. So I give my 100% in my job, but in my free time and on weekends, I do this. And whatever extra comes, it helps us. It helps. That's another well people may be stuck with. If you all want that extra income, look out for some opportunities. Don't You can convert your time that you're spending on social media scrolling, right, into time to earn. There are possibilities. That's what we like. We love to show people how we do it. And probably Mary can share,
Yeah.
on the.
You might be a mother who's having young kids. You might have, got pregnant, then have kids. You must have stayed at home and to look after the kids, and sometimes 5 years just pass by, we don't even realize. And then later, once they start schooling, you're thinking, where do I begin? You don't know where to go. You have lost so many years of your life. You're feeling so demotivated, and you don't have any confidence. But in this situation, this business is very useful. It can help you because you don't need previous experience, you don't need any certification. We give you the business platform, we give you the tools and the training, and you can just start at your own pace. You can watch the training, all the videos, they are all in video based format, so you can watch whenever you have the time. The baby is sleeping, okay, you get that time, you can watch, and then as you're watching, you can set up the business. And the best part of it, it runs in the background. So you have to set it up, and then just let it run. You do whatever you are doing, your daily chores, whatever you have to do, looking after the kids, but the business will run, because use the power of internet, uh, and as long as the internet runs, your business will be running. So this is, yeah, this is very good if you are a mother and you want to start something of your own.
Yeah. So you don't really need to run behind qualifications and certifications. There are possibilities. There are other ways to do it. But we're not stopping you from going for your certification and qualification. That's not the agenda. But if you don't have the time and all the facilities to do that, you're stuck because of your children and other priorities in life. But you want to add value to your life, to have some income in your hand, but at your own time and pace, right? This is an opportunity that you'll have. Another set of people that we've come across is people who are just getting retired or retired. They're thinking, oh, mine, I have to live only on that little pension that I get. How am I going to manage? What am I going to do? My life is over. That's the world they're living in. But trust me, you come and see in our community, there are so many retired people adding value to youngsters like us. The amount of knowledge that they have, they're able to impart to us. But though they don't have much of technical knowledge, they're so filled with motivation that and so willing to learn. They're quick learners, and they're able to learn and start the business, and they're running it now. And they're also, along with the pension, they're also having so much more extra income that they're living the life to the fullest. They travel everywhere. They spend time with their grandchildren, a meaningful life with their children. It's wonderful. So there's no stop to it. So you don't have to stay in that well saying that you don't have value after retirement. You can always add value, and this business can help. So how do we? So now, how do you know this business is real? So we gave you the example of a frog. For you. It's up to you all to jump out of the well and check if the world is real. And how do you do that? Is get information. Information is the key. We say knowledge is power. Information is power. Get the information just the way we did. There's two-step process. What we did first is watching a free information session, or the we call it the webinar, and after that pay a small deposit of $149 US dollars, which is refundable in 30 days if you all don't like the kind of business it is, right? The reason why we charge is that is when you get the complete blueprint of the entire business, the platform, how the platform works, right? The topmost, the companies that we are affiliated with, which have been in existence for decades and having the best of products which human race uses. The reason why I used human race is that as long as human race is in existence, they will use the product. That's why these companies have been running for decades. Probably the marketing strategies have changed. From a traditional marketing perspective, now they've moved into online marketing perspective. But that's where we make a difference, because traditionally we could reach to one or two people probably within the family and friends, but that gets exhausted. But imagine through online space, we can reach out globally, any part of the globe. That's why we say this business, we don't have to bother our friends and family, or bug our family and friends for business. We don't want to mix relationship with business. We will show how to harvest business from various parts of the globe, and we have people from all walks of life. So you'll get to know that. Plus, you also get to know the entire revenue system in terms of how much you can earn, and the more time you put, and the skills that is required for this business that you gain, and you practice it and put a consistent effort, and you will see the income coming in too. And the beautiful part of this business is that you can operate it at your own time, and you don't have to be with the business. Business is always with you because it travels wherever you go. So you're not caught with that business. You want to go out with your family for a vacation, you can go, you can operate the business from there. We've done that. And we do that even now when we go for vacation. So you get to know the entire blueprint of the business. And that's what is required for you to make a decision. And if you are a kind of person that you don't want to spend too much time watching a free webinar and then paying the $149, but you are the kind of person, I just need information. Like we just need information to make a decision. We will do our own due diligence. Because yes, it is true, not true. And plus, we pay taxes in this business. We show that as well. So if you are that kind of a person, best thing is to straight go, pay the $149, get the blueprint, go through everything. It's almost about 3 to 4 hours of information download. You can do it in 1 day, or you can do it in 30 days time, right? And in that 30 days time, if you say you're not interested, just take back your money. No questions asked. Best part is that even though you take back your money, we will not take back the blueprint. That remains with you. And trust us, from 2019 till now, you've seen people they've taken back, they've come back and joined. They've come back and started because They become a part of the community and they can see what the community is doing. He says, when these ordinary, everyday people can do it, why can't we? Right? So these are the options that you have. So the best way to do is register on for any of these options. You have to register on a link, nelmars.com, which is at the end of the slide. At the end of this video, you'll find the slide. Go ahead, register, check for yourself. Give yourself that opportunity is what we say, because probably there's another side of you pushing you. Who says, I want to see what it is, but probably the only barrier, the only person who's stopping yourself is you. What's the risk? What's the risk in $149? Imagine we blow that money out, $149 to $150 in about week and a half just on petrol. Driving the car, I'm just burning petrol almost in a week and a half's time. Sometimes less than a week's time, based on the travel that we have. That money spent is money gone. But here, I'm getting so much of information that one piece of information can change my life. And that is what has happened. Because we said yes, and we saw the big business in this, we continued. And that's what we are here to offer. So all the best to you. So I think to an extent, we've been able to answer if the business is real or not, but it is up to you to decide whether it's real or not. That can only happen once you go through the information.
So please register and check it out for yourselves. Thanks for patiently listening to us.
All the best and have a nice day and a week ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.